every musical genre has its own unique genesis. And in many cases, as the decades pass, the true source of that beginning becomes lost to the masses. Though most are unaware, the hip-hop style actually came into its current form in the late 1960s, largely coming out of the dub style and toasting style of Jamaican music. While the actual term hip-hop was not used until the days of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the sound itself predated it by many, many years. It's within this duality that you need to understand hip-hop and rap are not the same thing. Rapping is a form of performance within the world of hip-hop as a culture and a sound, and you really don't find much rap in the early years of hip-hop music. It was in icons like DJ Kool Herc, Afrika Bambaataa, and a number of other block party DJs in New York City where you find the earliest remnants of the modern hip-hop sound, as they mix together records from funk, soul, and R&B in a completely new way. As these block parties began to grow, the DJs began isolating the breakbeats much in the same way that the Jamaican dub artists did. They then extended the breakbeats and then mixed them together with others, making amazingly complex and new musical sounds. The style quickly became the hottest sound all around New York City, and the DJs began adding in call and response style lyrics over the breakbeats. It was this interaction with the audience that would quickly lead to rap within hip-hop. Again, one can see a clear connection to the Jamaican style of toasting within the very essence of rap music, though the modern MCs would quickly branch off in countless new directions. The combination of prominent DJs and exceptional MCs would form the first hip-hop crews, and at the same time the mid-1970s were giving way to the B-boy scene. This focused on a rather complex and distinctive style of dance along with the breakbeats, and the combination of the DJs, the B-boys, and the MCs created hip-hop culture. Taking this all into account, one can see a number of parallels to the disco sound of the time, and as the decade came to a close, the two began formally intermingling, most notably on Blondie's iconic track Rapture, as well as the emergence of the seminal hip-hop single by the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight. Throughout the 1980s, the world of hip-hop diverged into a number of different subgenres, with each region of the United States taking on its own unique sound. It was also during this time that hip-hop music began to push its way into the musical mainstream. From Run DMC and the Beastie Boys to Public Enemy and LL Cool J, New York City was exploding with different and unique hip-hop sounds, and it seemed that with every single new single, a new sound was being founded. As the 1980s turned into the 1990s, there was a much more pop-centric and gangster style emerging, and both of these created a large amount of controversy in their own way. However, by the mid-1990s, hip-hop music was dominating the airwaves, and its ascension to the forefront of popular music was complete. Since that period, one can easily make the argument that there's been very little advancement in terms of new styles or sounds in the hip-hop world, and this has led to many people making the claim that the current state of hip-hop is rather bland, with the true spirit of hip-hop music being forced into the underground of the style. I might be one of those people, so be sure to tune in tomorrow when I address it directly.